परब्रह्म परमात्मा को नमस्कार। अनुभव के द्वारा अनुग्रह करें प्रार्थना। ईश्वर को नमस्कार। उस अनुभव में जो भी विघ्न है, माया विद्या मोह का, उन्हें निकालने का प्रार्थना। Having saluted Parabrahman, asking him to reveal, having saluted Paramatma Ishvara, asking to remove all the curtains or the obstructions, let us remember, salute all Devata Ganas to empower us continuously at our faculties level so that relentlessly we are able to do our spiritual practices, and then seeking continuous guidance from without and within, from all the Gurus, Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, for perfect sadhanas, and then with commitment seeking again blessings from Shruti Mata for continuous reminding of what for we have come, what we have to achieve. With all these blessings, consciously we must know that we are sadhakas, and that sadhana we have to do with utsaha and prerana, and that sadhana we have to do all the time. And how to do that sadhana we will know when we are shrotas. Shrotrutva interest we'll have when we are jignasus. Jignasu we become when we are the mumukshus. Mumukshita will come to us when we are the shishyas. Shishyatva will be coming to us by God's grace when we are the bhaktas. That we will do when we are viragins. That will happen when we serve the dharma for some time, and that we can start only when we finish our obligation in the world through the loka seva. Like every day, having remembered all this, before we take up the beautiful study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad, in which Adi Shankara Bhagawan is bringing at one place the most important quotations, mantras of all Upanishads, which substantiate, ascertain that only in the Brahma Prapti, Atma Prapti, there is Amrutatva, there is Moksha, there is freedom from all limitations and bondages, and there is no other way. Unless this understanding becomes stronger than the strongest conviction, exclusively only for spiritual sadhana, we will not put our efforts. Knowing that to guide us in the pursuit exclusively of Paramatma, which will be taught to us in the main Upanishad. Through all these quotes, Bhagavan Adi Shankara is trying his best to strengthen our conviction. In that we can see his intelligence, his krupa, his karuna, his single-pointed goal of helping all the jivas to get moksha through discovering the self. All of that we can see. Because of that only, we have to accept that he is the expression of Paramatma only. So before we take up that next stage, beautiful quotations, 11 of them we saw. Before you see the further ones, Narayana. Today's simple thought for our tuning and just refreshing our antakarana and bringing it to our study. The thought is so simple but important also. One, only Paramatma is there, was there, will be there eternally. Two, from the Paramatma only, the Chitta, the Antakarana came through his Ananta Maya Shakti. Three, from his this Antakarana or Chitta only, the whole world of multiplicity got projected appearing as reality. 4. Into that projected world of multiplicity of names and forms, got entangled is our chitta. 5. Identifying with that antakarana or chitta, we are also got bound by the world of multiplicity. With this, our samsara completely becomes completed. This is how we are in. Now, what is therefore simple spiritual sadhana to understand in nutshell is reversing all these things. So, Paramatma alone is there. From him, through his Maya Shakti, the Antakarana Upadhi came. From the Antakarana Upadhi only, the entire Vishwa came. And that world which has come from Antakarana. To that world only, the Antakarana got entangled or bound. And with that Antakarana, having identified, we are also bound to this world. Therefore, we became from being a pure Paramatma Tattva as a samsari in this world. 5 steps. Now, the reverse also the 5 steps. Sadhana. If we want to understand, if we want to do, first is ourselves detaching from the Antakarana, objectifying the Antakarana as Sri Ram Bhagavan is doing and showing us. In the beginning only you must. After your bachpana of playing for some time in the world is over, having gone to the Gurukula and coming from there, first thing to achieve is detaching from our own antakarana. Second, therefore, is freeing that antakarana from its entanglements into the world, in the world. Because that was the process by which we got caught up. Third, directing that antakarana towards its own source, the truth, the reality. Fourth, merge that antakarana in the experience of the self, or as the self experience is obtained through the sadhana, ensure that this antakarana disappears, dissolves in it. So the 4 5 steps of coming back, 4 5 steps of going into. Each of these things we have to understandingly, consciously do. Whichever the Shastras teach us this way, Satsangas teach us this way, guidances come, they all are correct. And whatever the thinkings we do in this angular direction, they are right. My antakarana, it is not me. So therefore, let me not be identified with my antakarana. And like children, my children, as long as we are identified with the children, not only as mine but me, we don't try to educate them, we don't try to put them on right track. Because a peculiar फीलिंग comes कि उसको कुछ सिखाऊं पढ़ाऊं तो उसको बुरा लगेगा तो फिर वो मेरे को छोड़ेगा सो फिर मेरा क्या होगा दैट इज कॉल्ड तादात्म्य if it is the other way around my children therefore they have to be better not worst therefore I'm not attached to him but as my children with responsibility I will teach him all disciplines. The difference you see, child is me, children are mine. इतने में ही सारा बच्चों को संवारना और बिगाड़ना होता है. Same is अंतःकरण. Antakarana is mine for me to keep it pure, to keep it very sublime. Not that Antakarana is destroyed or impurified or spoiled. And identify with the Antakarana, I suffer. Like the parents, when they don't nurture children properly, children grow in a heavy way, astray. Who suffer? Parents only. Why? My child ऐसा बिगड़ गया. Because with attachment, it never allowed or tried to put the child on that right track. But with that feeling that a मेरा child ठीक होना है करके keeping away that attachment, if he has strictly disciplined that child, tomorrow when the child grows properly, who is happy? The father only. We do it with our plants in our house. काटते काटते हैं उसको pruning करेंगे. How many things we do to that plant so that it properly grows, gives flowers. So at the time of changing or cutting or digging the earth or जब भी करते हैं तो you can't think that a plant को दुख होगा उससे करके. No, that is the way the plant has to be treated for it to grow. And it is your plant, your effort, you made it beautiful, you enjoy it. In the same way, Antakarana is mine, but I am not Antakarana. Okay? My Antakarana should be thought of being pure, wonderful. मुझे पहले एक एहसास होना है, महसूस. I have to have why my Antakarana is so bad? Full of tamoguna, full of rajoguna. मेरा है ना वो. So it is my job to set it right. And then why is it becoming rajotamo? Because it is involved in the world. Then go to the world. What is this world for? है ना? Is it so real? Is it so important? Is it the world really giving the expected securities, safeties, and happinesses for which my antakarna is getting lost in it? This scrutinization we have to do, isn't it? Like in India, the scrutinization is done, but everything is in a wrong way has been given to the people, children, especially in school, colleges, in last 60 years, deliberately. So that the Indian Hindus especially don't have respect for their own country, their own Sanatana Dharma, their own great heroes of Rishi, Muni and Avatar, and the whole culture, tradition, and the glorious spirituality that is there in it. Systematically planned way, all this destroyed. Now the new this government they are retrieving it. They are doing it the other way, trying to bring the glory, the true glory of us for our own recognition. So it is Rama Mandira. We are Rama Bhakta. Rama took avatar in our country. He should have his temple. For us, for our culture, therefore done. It is Bharatiya, it is India. We are maybe are secular or all, but doesn't mean that there can be any biasness. Therefore, bring that uniform code. ये क्या है ये? Scrutinizing. Unless we scrutinize, we will not know whether with what we are doing, we are going to get benefit or loss. So scrutinize our worldly vyavahara with the object and our indulgence in them, with the people and our interaction relation with them. कोई जितना सुंदर बाहर से दिखता है उतना नहीं है वो. जितना प्रॉमिस करता है उतना दे नहीं सकते हो. Rather, the unexpected, unwanted, glani or dukkha are the ones which that world gives us more. If this one thing clicks out of correct thinking and intelligent understanding based on our own past experiences and experiences of everybody in the world. With this dosha drushti pratibhaksha bhavana, we have to free our antakarana from its impurities of attachments to the world. This is consciously to be done. Spiritual sadhana is conscious effort by fully, knowingly involving in that one by one thing we have to do. It is not a sleepy, lazy, lethargic, half hearted application. No, it is full, awake, full, 100% conscious attempt on this. Shastra teaches us all these only. Take the world in front of you, things and beings, in which your antakarana is entangled. People are not wrong, things are not wrong, situations are not wrong. What is wrong is our own wrong assessment and expectations with which we are entangled. That's called moha. To free karo. The freedom is what? Finally, as we said yesterday, our staying in this world is only to serve the world through our dharma. More than that, even little of expectation, therefore attachment to anything or anybody, we cannot afford to have. See that most beautiful last shloka of Sri Ramaji in this yesterday's 16th Sarga, Chitta Dauratmi. How wonderful that was. Today we'll study it little more in the evening before we go to the 17th chapter. Hey Bhagavan, in the quietening purification of this chitta, I am fully engaged now. And what impurifies this chitta is its entanglements in the sampada, the Lakshmi, and in the bhoga of the world. Now, when I am engaged in purifying, quietening, controlling my chitta, how can I involve in the sampada, the Rajya Lakshmi, the bhoga, which will cancel, contradict what I want to do and achieve? That is why I am not interested in the world. एक मिशन में हूं मैं मेरे इस दुष्ट चित्त को कंट्रोल करने में. And people are giving me the rajya, the sukha, the bhoga, which are again spoil my effort of my chitta nigrahana. I know that they are not understanding it. We gave the example also. Any amount of sweets are given, very tasty to eat to the tongue, but to the stomach and the overall body structure, it is not good. So I want to maintain the body health and structure. Therefore, you may pester me to take it. I will not take. Therefore, the whole world of people around me treating me as a prince, trying to give all these things for my indulgence. All of that will spoil my chitta only. But I want to control my chitta. I am not. I am in this mission. Then how can I go for it? Therefore, I am withdrawn from every entanglement, and I am discovering that freedom in my chitta. Okay, from all these things. This is what is state of Bhagavan Rama. We also have to achieve it. And great it is. The sigh of relief and relaxation we experience when we consciously discover within our antakarana the freedom from things and beings beyond the limit of our duty to them. It is inexplicable. The shanti which is experienced. And close eyes, 10,000 people are there in the mind, but to none of them we are attached. 10 lakh things are there, but we are not attached to anyone because we are expecting nothing from them. With them, we are there only as long as we serve them according to our need and duty. Bas ho gaya. This is called discovery of freedom from the moha. As I am identified with my antakarana, my antakarana got lost in the world. Therefore, I was suffering. Now, when the antakarana is freed from the world, that antakarana tadhyatma, me, also will experience that joy, that freedom, that relaxation. That retired hone ke baad na, that relaxation which is experienced. That no need to go on time to office, sit in the office for 8 hours, 10 hours. अब करते रहो, फंसे रहो. All that bondage. Now I'm free. So to some of the people who were coming to the class, what a bondage it was. Get up, take bath, come and sit, open the book, chant, read, listen. Now they stopped coming to class. What a freedom they must be experiencing. In the same way, we will experience the freedom in us that the chitta is not caught up in the worldly things. भैया दोनों एग्जाम्पल दिया है, ठीक समझना उसको सीधा करके. Then the effort, most crucial effort is directing this chitta consciously towards the truth. Okay, the truth transcendental through contemplation, the truth immanent through the upasanas. Chitta. Any time of the day, be attentive. My chitta should be soaked in Bhagavat Sambandhi themes, doings only. उतना हम अपने चित्त को तैयार करना है. This we are not able to do because chitta was lost in the world earlier. Now we have to free it from it. With Pratipaksha Bhavana, with Dosha Drishti, with the intellectual understanding that this is how we get bound to the world samsara and this is how we suffer janma marana. ये सारे ज्ञान यूज करके चित्त को when we free it from the world, then we can efficiently with freedom can apply it in all the understood spiritual sadhanas of saguna nirguna. And imagine that the whole day my mind is in such an active, dynamic, Shuddha Sattva taking Lord's name, doing the japa, enjoying the doing of puja to the Lord. There's some stotra parana I am doing, kirtana are doing. Every one of them are with full inspiration and joy that with all these I will please God and when He blesses me, I meet Him. अब देखो क्या मूड होगा उस बंदे का. What a great achievement. So too with Nirguna. Spending the time 1 hour, 2 hours morning and evening, taking the mantras which we are studying now in Taittiriya, which describe or explain about the truth or reality, contemplating on that deeply in that. If we feel these things to be our duties, and if we enjoyingly do these duties, what is the height of quality of our life? My duties are only two. Through Saguna Sakara Upasana, invoking His grace, through Nirguna Nirakara Dhyana to become one with Him. These two duties I do with full love involvement. Like earlier, we thought Artha Kama as our duties and involving in them so much. But they cannot be our duty or goal. Therefore, they were giving naturally the sufferings. The duty means technical called dharma. तो अब तक हमने अर्थ काम को धर्म माना मतलब टू बी अचीव्ड वाला अभी हम पाने परमात्मा को पाना वी शुड डिसाइड एज धर्म and that is through both saguna sadhana as much as it is required then nirguna dhyana. In this only we are there knowingly, consciously, willingly, joyfully as a duty. With all these understandings are born the commitments, the shraddhas, the ability to withstand to any inner and outer onslaughts of distractions. None of them will touch me now. I need self-confidence. I need self-respect. I need the willpower. I need the commitment to avoid all the influence of the again the worldliness, which will drag me into worldliness. How do I get all these qualities? Only with this maturity. That obtaining Paramatma is the duty, and for that the Saguna sadhanas are these, they are my duty. The Nirguna sadhanas are these, they are my duty. I am engaged in them only. करते करते उसी में हमको रमते रहना है till the Paramatma is achieved. For no reason of inside or outside, we should not look back into the earlier life. We should not be attracted or distracted by that. We should not go back to it. ये खुद को अंदर से बताना है नॉट बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग यू आर टेलिंग मी इट शुड बी रियलाइज्ड बाय मी फॉर माय इंटरेस्ट like this discipline of studying shastra every day. I should decide I should not go back from it. Let there be outer inner any number of influences वो हमको छोड़ेंगे नहीं जिंदगी भर. Remember, जब तक शरीर है उसका पालन पोषण एंड उसके रोग बीमारियों को झेलना अनिवार्य है. You can't avoid. So too, jab tak Paramatma is achieved, till that the upadhis, their influence on them, the influence of the world, effort to influence, it will never end. ठीक है नहीं? So we have to be all the time alert, all the time not allow any of those things to influence us, all the time with full discipline and planning, engaged in the both sadhanas of Saguna Nirguna. But till Paramatma achieved, we reach. In doing this, anything which is obstruction, inner and outer, ruthlessly we have to reject it. Blindly we have to reject it. Blindly in the sense, no need to go into the details or discussions about detail. Nahi bas. Ramaji ke dar. He just rejected. I don't want. I am in the mood of quietening my chitta, controlling it, mastering it. How can you feed me with those things which will cancel, neutralize what the sadhanas I am doing? I am not Beokuf. I am not in the ignorance of what to do with life. I am very clear now what to do, what to achieve. How can anybody command me or influence me? जैसे बेवकूफ youngsters also get entangled in attached in something and don't listen to anybody. I'm giving wrong example for the right thing. So to a wise person, having known what is the goal to be achieved, should be strong in rejecting everything which is contradictory to that. All of these things should keep on happening in us. And to happen it, we need Guru Krupa, Daiva Krupa, which are invoked through Upasanas and Nirantara Shastra Adhyayana. May we be in this path. So the five steps. From Paramatma, the Chitta came. In the Chitta, the world created. In the created Chitta, in created world, the Chitta is entangled. Identified with Chitta, we are also suffering samsara. Therefore, we de-identify with the Chitta, we de-identify Chitta from the world, we put the Chitta in Paramatma, and we experience Paramatma at the time of which the Chitta is dissolved in it. These are only four downfalls, four uphill tasks, means going upper sadhanas. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम् ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्धि मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां भक्तशिष्यसाधकसेवकश्रेयोभिलाषिणाम् आश्रमाणां समस्तानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापना कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणां अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम तत् श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकम ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारमव्ययम निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः Friends, we are seeing the quotations, the purpose of which is to strongly bring to our understanding and acceptance and conviction that only in the experience of our essential self as Brahman that there is moksha from all miseries, from all limitations, from all bondages. Okay, now how important is this topic? Because only in the conviction or non conviction of this alone, our further subsequent actions are depending on, leading to such a result. If I am convinced about it, then all my pursuing will be only for it. I get it and I become mukta. If I am not convinced of this, that only through Paramatma Prapti there is moksha, then I will have in my own misunderstanding something else is the thing to be obtained with which moksha will come. In that something else only are all these limited things of the world limited by Desha Kala Vastu. No, it's a delusion. How can the limited give infinite? Everything which is superimposed on the substratum is limited. So any limited thing in obtaining it, how can there be unlimited experience? How can there be infinitude experience? It won't be, na? So, with our study of Shastras for so many years, this thinking should develop in us. That's the meaning of Nasti Akrutaha Krutena. Why the temporary results gained out of temporary efforts with the temporary upadhis, with the temporary Shakti and Jnana, the permanent cannot be obtained. And the seeking of the heart is for the permanent. See, that is why the seeking never stops till the permanent is reached. Why? Because we are so far seeking only temporary, isn't it? Seeking the temporary, thinking it will be permanent. Even after achieving it, it is found to be temporary. Therefore, again we are seeking something else. Here, what Shastra says, there is something eternal, permanent. You seek it, once you get it, it is once for all with you. So, this knowledge should come deeply in us. You know, what is obstructing this knowledge is still our getting lost in the world, in delusion. Still, we think the world is real, world is important, world can give me the sukha. ये सारे मोह किसी भी तरह से उससे हमें बाहर आना है. And that's what we learn from Bhagavan Adi Shankara, how he is praying to Lord Shiva. है ना, प्रभुस्तम दीना नाम से लेकर के प्लीज प्रयत्नात् कर्तव्यम अद अवनम इयम बंधु सरणी देन उपेक्षा नो चेत किम न हरसि भवध्यान विमुखाम दुराशा भूयिष्ठा. आपके ध्यान से विमुख और दुराशाओं में भरा हुआ इस चित्त को आप क्यों मुझे अनुग्रह करके सेटरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं. शिरस्तद्वैधात्रम न खलु सुवृत्तम पशुपते. You understood those shlokas. Now you understood the need of Ishvara Anugraha through Ishvara Upasana only for this particular purpose of freeing our chitta from Durasha Bhuishta and making it Bhagavad Dhyana Sanmukha, not Vimukha. Then only we will be able to do. That's why these portions so very essential. 11 quotations we saw till they are over. We'll just keep on reveling in them. In that 11th one, latest में एतद्यो वेद निहितं गुहायां सह अविद्या ग्रंथिं विकिरतीह सौम्य. See, so lovingly, Saumya करते हुए in Mundaka, the Angirasa Rishi is telling that Shaunaka, the disciple, so pass mein mitha kar as if lovingly. See the power of the whole sentence if it is thoroughly understood by understanding every word. Etat means this Paramatma. Yaha, whoever he may be, Veda comes to experience. Nihitam Guhayam, stationed in his own heart. That Atman, which is in the very much cave of our own heart, the one who experiences it. Saha, that person, avidya granthi means avidya, kama, karma phala bhoga, again strengthening of avidya leading to kama, karma phala bhoga. This is called, we are tied down to only that chakra. That is called, it's not, K-N-O-T, not. That avidya granthim vikirati. Hey Soumya, oh dear. The reverse of it is what? This Guha Nihita, this Paramatma, if is not recognized, Davidya Kama Karma Granthi will tie us to the samsara of karma phala adi, born out of kamanas. Ab choose karo. See the spashtata of the sentence and its meaning. They are spashta, but we are not spashta because we are in dhundulasa chitta of tamoguna, rajoguna, kshipta, muna, vikshipta. Therefore, we are not registering the sentence. We are not pondering over it sufficiently. Therefore, the message which is being given through sentence is not reaching us. Therefore, we are not being helped from diverting from the wrong pursuits into the correct pursuits. एतद्यो वेद निहितं गुहायां सः अविद्या ग्रंथिं विकिरति इह हे सौम्य. Here means while living as a human being only. No other animal or bird or devaloka can have moksha. Iha means Jivaneva, Iha is in the human life only. This is possible to get freed from the samsara created by avidya granthi by discovering the self in our own heart. Etadyo veda nihitam guhayam saha avidya granthim vikaratiha somya. Now this, if it becomes our japa mantra and consciously we do japa, with the meaning. Will our not heart will it not slowly become stronger in this knowledge? यही हमको घंटों करना है. इसी को साधना. This is what the Mahatmas or sadhakas, having become sadhakas, leave the whole world and go somewhere where nothing outer inner disturbs them. And they take up these mantras for their repetition contemplation. Then they get convinced. What is final conviction? Etadyo Veda Netam Guhayam. In my own Guha, that Paramatma which is Nihita Veda, I have to know it. I have to realize myself there. Bas. Then again go to the Guru, Upaya, he will give you the Drashta, Drashya, Viveka, Atma, Anatma, Viveka, isn't it? Jada Chetana. कोई भी डेली एक एक पकड़ना है हमको and through that we have to reach. Like Rubu Gita, daily one sarga or one chapter, different techniques, but through all of them, we are reaching only to the Brahman, the reality. Great text it is. Yesterday का तो ultimate था. बाकी सारा छोड़कर यही करो, सारा छोड़कर यही ग्रंथ पढ़ो, सारा छोड़कर यही ग्रंथ पढ़ो. 100 times he says. Powerful chapter yesterday. Topic. Okay. Now the next quotation is from again Mundaka and Katha. We saw that also. भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. तस्मिन् परावरे दृष्टे. Drishte means when we experience. Tasmin, that Paramatma, which is para, beyond everything, and avara immanent in everything. We have to recognize pure gold and gold in the form of all ornaments. We have to recognize Brahman and Brahman alone as the entire Jagat. That is what is Sthita Prajna Lakshanas. That is what today for the youth we will start studying the Gunatita Purusha Lakshana. Gunatita Purusha Lakshana क्या है? When he is with himself, he is in the Nirguna Brahma. When he is seeing in this world through Upadis, he will see the Brahman alone in the Upadis and in the world, seen by the Upadi. That is what ruthlessly this Rubu Gita is uh, teaching us, shouting at us. Are Maharaj, in the form of mud also, mud alone is there. In the form of pot also, mud alone is there. Where is the pot? Sarvam Brahmamayam, Sarvam Runmayam, Sarvam Chinmayam, Sarvam Sanmayam, Sarvam Atmamayam, Sarvam Brahmamayam. Tasmin Drishte Paravare. And not able to deeply ponder in this way through the examples. That the Karana alone is there in the form of Karya. Cause alone is there in the form of effect. That what's happening? Effect is taken as more real than the cause. Then we are entangled in it. Ponder deeply with the faith that inexplicable thing happens in us where ये जो गुत्थी सुलझ जाती है, ये जो गांठ जो है ना निकल जाता है of delusionary taking this thing effect as the reality. Where is the reality in effect? Cause only is there in the form of effect. Is there any ornament other than gold? देखो एग्जाम्पल समझ में आता है पर भूल भी जाते हैं उसको. Example is to understand regarding what is happening in our heart regarding this world. How can the world be other than Brahman? Everything is Brahman only. But this will be realized only after realizing the pure Brahman. And for that, the obstruction is this world only. Therefore, keep it away for some time. So the keep pot sometime away from our attachment. Then inquire into the pot. Then discover the pot to be the mud. Then again take the pot, but not like earlier that the pot is real and other than mud. But now the new knowledge is pot also is nothing but mud or the reality only. Isn't it? World is real as Brahman. World is absolutely unreal other than Brahman. This experience is called avara drushti. Drushti about the world also is Brahman. But that won't come till paravare. Para is discovered. To discover para, till that is done, we have to keep the world away, our entanglements in the world away. This is what rishis have done. They just stopped indulging in the world, inquired into the source of the world, they discovered the reality, then they knew the world also is nothing but same reality. Because the whole world is nothing but reality, the Antakarana with variety of imaginary thoughts of differentiations, beautification, and expecting some sukha from that, this nonsense will not come. Like a movie. A highly matured person is his movie, na? He will value every role played by everyone equally. Whether it is a hero who was seemingly predominant throughout the movie and a guest appearance who comes only for 1 minute. You understood? There's no something is important or non-important. For the completion of the movie, as much important was that hero is, the guest also is important. That vision comes to him. Because all are expression of one truth only. In truth, there is no differentiation. Therefore, how can there be differentiation in the expression of the truth? Then again, the delusion of just because hero is there throughout the movie, he is important. The guest has come and gone. ये नहीं रहता वो. That is wrong notion. That hero is important for the movie. अरे विलन नहीं है तो हीरो कहाँ होगा? हीरोइन नहीं तो हीरो कहाँ होगा? Hero is completed as hero only because of all of them. But unknowingly we give importance to it. But the one who knows the art of watching movie, he knows the important everything. So to the one who knows Brahman, for him, the ant and the elephant and every one of them are divine only in their own place, equal in the show of the whole world. There were no Vishamata. Everywhere there is Samata. Like in my body, everywhere I am only are there. Therefore, as much sacred to me, any part of the body is so much other one. है कि नहीं? मेरे को ये छोटा फिंगर जिससे कोई काम ही नहीं होता है, ऐसे इसू के लिए पूछते हैं, उसके अलावा दिस स्मॉल फिंगर इज नेवर यूज्ड एनीवेयर. शादी के बाद थोड़ा ऐसे करके घूमेंगे बस. अदर देन दैट स्टिल आई लव इट बिकॉज आई एम देयर इन इट. एवरी पार्ट मैं ही हूँ, तो सब मेरे उतना ही, लाइक द पेरेंट्स, एवरी चाइल्ड इज मी. विषमता चला जाएगा. Okay, now we have explained Tasmin Drushte Paravare. When that Paravara Paramatma is experienced. Three are the results that are mentioned. One is Bhidyate Hrudaya Granthi, second is Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha, third Kshiyante Chasya Karma. When these three happen, then Paravara Drushti complete hua, we can confirm. So what is Hrudaya Granthi Bhedanam? As we just said now, the self is known, therefore avidya gone by vidya. Because avidya only there was kamana. No avidya, there was no kama. Because of the kamana only there was karma. No kamana, there is no karma. There was no kartrutva, no karma phala, no karma phala bhoga, no bhokta, no karta bhokta samsara. That's called as Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam, the result of Atma Jnanam, result of Tasmin Drushte Paravare. Clear? Second is what? Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. Sarva Samshaya Chedan will happen. What are the Samshayas? What is God? What is Jagat? Who am I? What is the relation between all of that? All Samshayas go away. How? Because to ask question, there have to be two things. No, there's only one reality is there. It is realized. I am that reality. Then who is the Samshaya Karta? Samshaya about what? Do you have any questions, Samshayas, regarding the snake once you realize the rope? Rope alone was, is, and will be real all the time. उसको कहाँ से आया? वो आया ही नहीं, अब कैसे पूछोगे कहाँ से आया, कैसा रहा? हाउ कैन यू आस्क दैट क्वेश्चन? आ ही नहीं रहा, कहाँ चला गया? देयर आर संशयास. In the non-realization of the rope, when the snake is taken as real, on the real thing there will be a lot of questions and inquiries. But when you know the rope as rope, there is no snake, all samshayas will go away. Because about the imaginary projected thing, what is the samshaya that can arise? Is it valid? Is it justifiable? पता चल जाता है वो, इसलिए there will be no samshaya. And also other samshaya is about who am I. You have discovered that paravara atman, so therefore there will be no samshaya regarding ourselves. So I am the reality, the whole world also is reality, other than the world there is nothing is real. This way clarity comes. Therefore samshayas go away. And another point is, whole life of ours is miserable because of doubts only. Samshaya, doubt, fears, anxieties. These all doubts and fears, anxieties regarding the world are because of same doubts and fears, anxieties because they are in the chitta. In the chitta, doubts and fears and anxieties are because I have not recognized myself. When I recognize myself, the chitta ग्रस्तार चित्तस्थ चित्त में रहने वाले doubt fears will go. When they go away, the doubt regarding the world also goes away. Fears, anxieties. That is the meaning of samshaya chedana. Because till there is a samshaya, samshayatma vinashyati. We cannot have the chain say khana pina sona. To such person of Chidyante Sarasamshaya, this fear will not come. Key 2024, who will win the elections? What will happen to the nation? If the other government comes, सारा पहले वाला ने जो किया वो बिगाड़ देंगे. You will have no samshaya of that sort. Because transcendentally, he knows in the reality nothing is happening. Immanently, he knows in the world anything happens, it has no meaning. Whether good or bad, it's all temporary. दुष्ट राजा आएंगे जाएंगे टेम्पररी, अच्छे राजा आएंगे जाएंगे टेम्पररी. दोस्तों अच्छे काम भी होंगे बुरे भी होते हैं. He knows it is no samshaya. Because the acha, bura, good, bad, they are complementary to each other. Together they make the world. So he will not have samshaya regarding it. He will realize the Paramatma only in both of them. Okay. Now the third one is Kshiyantecha Karmani. All this Paravarajnani, the one discovered Brahman, transcendental Brahman everywhere, he will not have any karma now. The Samchita karma get burnt. Agami will not happen because he is not an ego now with Upadita Adatmya doing something to create the Agami further karmas. Prarabdha is to the Upadis. It just goes on. He'll go through it. Therefore, Kshiyante chasya karma. So when as long as the Sanchita karmas are there, I will be born again. Every time when I am born with Upadhi, if the Atma Jnana has not been gained, I will do such karmas which again add to the Sanchita. Their new additions are called Agami karma. Both of them continuously give me life after life, the Prarabdha. If the self is not known. When the self is known, I am the self. Prarabdha gets, Sanchita gets burnt to, Agami will not be created. Prarabdha will end through this body. I know that it's a Prarabdha Siddha. I am not attached. That's called as Kshiyante Chasya Karma. Siddhyanti Sarvasamshayaha, we told. Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, we have seen. Tasmin Dushte Paravare. Now the reverse of it is what? When the transcendental and immanent Paramatma is not seen, Hridaya Granthi will torture us of avidya, kama, karma. Samshayas will make us bechain. So too, the three types of karmas will chase us and trouble us. अब सोच लो आप लोग, परावर आत्मा को जानकर इन तीनों समस्याओं से फ्री होना है या नो आई कांट डू द नोइंग ऑफ द सेल्फ, आई विल सफर ओनली दीज थ्री. इट इज योर चॉइस. है ना. अच्छा जिंदगी जीकर उसमें कोई तरक्की करके स्वयं के लिए जगत के लिए लाइफ को फुलफिल करो, ये थॉट. या जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ करके जंप इन द वाटर एंड डाई. अल्टीमेटली वी विल हैव टू डिसाइड आई विल कमिट सुसाइड. तुम ही कर लो. नो बडी इन दिस वर्ल्ड इज देयर टू स्टॉप अस. बट यू शुड हैव द विजडम व्हिच इज राइट. है ना. विथ ऑल फ्रस्ट्रेशन मिजरीज आई कमिट सुसाइड विद देम. The frustration miseries will not end. Only the body will end. Next life you will be with the same problems. और कितने बार आत्महत्या करोगे बोलो. अरे मूर्ख. That is not the solution. Solution is knowing the self. Know it. You will neither have birth nor problems nor need to commit suicide. अब ये अंदर से आना चाहिए वाला. I am telling just that example to say this Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam, Samshaya Chedanam, Karma Kshayam. Do you seek it? If you seek it, it is very much available when you discover the self. No, I want Hridaya Granthi. रहने दो, तुम्हारा choice है फिर. In this place, no Shastra, no Guru can compel us. Nobody. The proof is this. One of the funny religion who are bent upon destroying Hinduism. They can't compel their own people to follow their religion now. All over the world, all youngsters, boys, girls, they're leaving that religion, Islam. वो छोड़ रहे हो सब. Because nobody can compel you यार for a long time. Are not all Christians also becoming Hindus? Because they're all compulsory Vijayas. Spirituality or evolution is not compulsory. It is from within, out of conviction it is. Isn't it? Your conviction that you are coming to class, I can't compel you. So that is my conviction to take class. You can't compel. In the same way, whether you want to see that Asmindushte Paravare and free from all these three things, or you want to get entangled on all those three, never try for Paravara Darshanam. It is our own choice. Nobody will be responsible for it. Okay, this is another quotation number 12. Now come to the Tehravala. This is from again Mundaka Upanishad only. तो मुंडक के ही 4-5 प्रश्न के 1-2 ईशावास्य के ऐसे बता रहे. Good, we have studied all of them earlier. This Upanishad being the last one before the big two Upanishads. Deliberately it seems भगवान शंकर is reminding all of us, अरे तुम लोगों ने उपनिषद पढ़ा, उसके कम से कम मुख्य मंत्र याद है कि नहीं? Not Mukhyamantri, the main mantra. He's very intelligent that way. Bhagavan Shankara is making us remember all that. And we are also good, joyful. यार ये हम पढ़े थे याद है. Isn't it? हो रहा है कि नहीं थोड़ा तो? So the example के साथ that श्लोका. यथा नद्यः स्यन्दमानाः समुद्रे अस्तं गच्छन्ति नाम रूपे विहाय तथा विद्वान्नामरूपाद् विमुक्तः परात् परं पुरुषमुपैति दिव्यम्. Every of these श्लोकास are so deep and pregnant in their meaning कि वो अगर हमारा क्लिक हो जाए ना, जन्म धन्य होता है. Again, it's my Guru Ishvara Kripa only. The deeper meaning of the Shastras revealed to us. That will be the last mantra of the Shwethashwathara. यस्य देवे परा भक्ति यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्य शेखतार्थः प्रकाशद्यमात्मनः. That's the meaning of through Ishwar Pranidhana. When you develop Sanyama, by His grace, the Prajna Aloka opens us to us in the Yoga Darshana subject. See this beautiful example. Yatha Nadyaha Syandamanaha. Just like the rivers flowing from the mountains. Aya. Where do they go? Samudre Astam Gacchad. They enter into Samudra, become one with it. What is the meaning of river entering into the Samudra and becoming one with it? Has the river died? That's a question. No. Nama Rupe Vihaya. This is where we have to be very careful. Only the Nama Rupa of the river has gone. The essence of the river, which is called as water, has never gone. And what was that which was differentiating this river from the Samudra? Only Nama Rupa. You were all the time. What water was there in the ocean, alone is there in the river also, all the time, right from its beginning. But it is river, it is ocean. Where from the difference came? Nama Rupa. Therefore, what happened when the river merged in the ocean? Nothing happened except giving up of Nama Rupa. That Nama Rupa was limiting this river. Nama Rupa limitation has gone away. It has become infinite, unlimited. Feel that experience, huh? Feel, be a river and go and merge in ocean. कैसा लगता है? There are two things. Only Rupanama will go. You won't cease to exist. Rather, you become one with infinite. This is a main thing here. But the second one is what? Therefore, to become one with that infinite ocean, the necessary sadhana called as giving up Rupanama. Are you ready for it or not? It is the biggest challenge or question. रूप नाम छोड़ोगे तो समुद्र के साथ एक हो जाओगे. तैयार हो क्या उसके लिए? नहीं हूं तैयार. Then you will remain only as a river with nama rupa. separate from the total ocean in your own limitation, running en route. भागते रहोगे आप. Janma, like the river, running from its source. There are three rivers: the starting river, the flowing river, the merging river. From the starting, the river is going on flowing on. When its flowing effort ends up, when it merges in the ocean. What is the merging of ocean? Nama Rupe Vihaya. यथा नद्यः स्यन्दमानाः समुद्रे अस्तं गच्छन्ति नामरूपे विहाय. Here Namarupa means all the upadhis. That Namarupa Tyaga is in Mandukya Upanishad. Nowadays we are studying the Onkara Upasana. Say, by the Abhideya Pradhana Dhyana, we have transcended the Agrahana, Anyata Agrahana Rupi, three avasthas and discovered Turiya. By the Abhidhana Upasana, the Akara, Ukara, Makara, Matra, they are dissolved and we have discovered the Amatra. So the Turiya and the Amatra are one. And one what? Omkar. And what is what? One Om? Atman Brahman only. Very beautiful discussion. Okay, after example is given, Yatha Nadya Sendamana Samudre Astam Gachanti Nama Rupe Vihaya Tatha 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 Vidwan. Vidwan means Brahma Vidwan, Atma Vidwan. Vidwan means Jannevala. Vidwan means Brahma Vidwan. Nama Rupe Vihaya. Nama Rupadi Muktaha. Freed from the limitation of Nama Rupadi Upadi. Parat Param Purusham Upaiti Divyam. He will attain to that Divya Parat Para Purusha. Parat Para is that which is beyond Avidya or Maya. Now, how important is this sloka? So, Tatha Vidwan Namarupa Vimuktaha Parat Param Purusham Upaiti Divyam. So, become one with that Parat Para Purusha. For that, do the sadhana of Namarupad Vimuktaha. The whole spiritual sadhana is to free us from our pseudo individuality, strengthened because of variety of Padi Tadatmya. What is done through our Ubhagita and all is the Upadi Tadatmya is removed. Then the Nirupadika, but Sarvavyapaka, eternally existing Brahman is me that experience is gained. Okay. In the same way, we have another mantra from Mundaka Sayoha Vaitat Paramam Brahma Veda Brahma Haiva Bhavati Tasya Brahmavid Kule Bhavati Tarati Shokam. All these are also very powerful quotes. We will spend some time to study them in our subsequent class. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramanushabhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matrayam Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you.